Welcome back everybody to Tesla Driver. I hope you're doing very well. Today we're back in the Model X and we're back at the car park. We're currently sat in a position where I sat my Model 3 to show you guys this. Now, I didn't realize that my AP2 2017 with Hardware 2 Model X can actually do smart summon. Now, previously, this has obviously been able to reverse and go forward really well, so let me just show you that quickly. It's pretty simple. It puts itself into reverse here, and as you can see, it goes backwards. There you go, it'll go forward. And you can see it's trying to work its way actually around that pole and continue onto the grass. But we're not gonna let it, we're just gonna stop there. Now what I want it to do is go park over just in front of this yellow hazard area, because that's where I had the car pick me up from before. Right, let's see if this actually works. I haven't tested this yet, so you're gonna be seeing this for the first time that I'm testing it. I probably should have just checked to see if it works first. Ah, okay. I'm gonna try it again. Ah, there we go. All right, now it's doing it. So it seemed both times it almost needed to get itself sorted. And you can see now the car reversing out nicely. It stopped. So it's indicating right as it's doing this. Oh wow, this is actually doing this really confidently. And it's kind of going, it's still going. And there we go. So that stopped because as you can see here, it says the maximum distance has been traveled. I've hopped out my car now for just a split second to try this from outside and just see kind of how far I can stand away from the car. Now, obviously in the Model 3, you have to be really, really close. Whereas here, it seems to be working from a further distance. Yeah, a little bit. So you can see it's actually going way further away from me than the Model 3 would do. And actually, there's a person going in front, so I'm just going to stop it and we'll try it again. That'd have been interesting actually to test and see if it would have fully stopped. So again, we'll hold down the button. And off it goes. It goes really fast as well. So maximum distance reached. Okay, so I don't actually think this has the same issue that the Model 3 had, where I had to be literally within 3 meters of it. So let's reset it and try that one more time. I've parked us in between two cars here and I'm just gonna try it again. So I wanna see it coming out of a tight space, reversing out, and then going past these cars and just parking at that grid again. So you can see it now, it is turning. And I've got to say, this actually seems a lot more confident than my Model 3 does. Like, this seems ridiculously more confident. So again, as you get to your reach distance there, it still says that the maximum distance has been traveled. So that still is our one problem, is just that maximum distance thing. Where the Model X differs to the Model 3 is that you don't actually need to use two phones. It turns out that it's the key fob that the car needs to be closest just for it to work. So the car's all the way over there, which is way over the distance it should be. But as you can see from the app, it still will work. And if I turn it on, let's see how well it does. Oh. Actually, that's a total lie. As you can see on the app now, it says waiting for phone to come back within range. So the phone has to be in range for it to start, but then you can kind of walk as far as you want. So that being said, the car's now creeping towards us. This is what I mean, I can't judge it. Now it wants the phone back in range. I'm just gonna go a bit closer to it. Again, it's getting the same teething problems that we had out of the Model 3, where it kind of starts doing it, but it never finishes itself very confidently. At this point, I have absolutely no idea what it's trying to achieve, because you can see what I'm asking it to do. And there you go. So maximum distance has been achieved there. And that's because it went kind of out, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. If it just came out and then went straight to the space, it wouldn't reach its 20 meters maximum distance. So hopefully that's something they're going to change and sort out relatively soon. With this test, all I want it to do is go around this corner. Now you see that there's grass and then there's a huge hole there with lots of water in it. And I'm intrigued to see if it's going to actually go around the water and the puddle as well as the grass, or if it's just going to cut straight across. Let's give it a go. There's no one around, and let's see how the car fares with this. And obviously sitting in this one while it's doing it feels a little bit different. So it's indicating right at this point. However, I'm just going to stop it. You can see that all it's done straight away is go down, and it's gone for the shortest kind of distance, and it has gone to cut across here, cut across the grass. I'm just going to continue it and just see if it still thinks it should do that, or whether it's going to change it. So now it's kind of, yeah, it went straight down as you saw, so it went straight through it, and now it's kind of stopping. It says waiting for path to clear. And now it's continuing driving. So it did go around the corner, and there you go, maximum distance reached. Oh my God, when you're in the car and that happens, it's quite an all of a sudden shot. This is even tougher. So this again is going to be a left turn this time, but you can see that there's two curbs. So the car needs to go straight and then hook right and do a really tight bend. I don't have the most hope with this one, but we're going to give it a go. This is a solid test for it. If it can do this, I'll be very impressed. I'm actually intrigued to see, yeah, okay, wow, it's just kind of, it's going forward, so it's bringing us onto the road. Interesting, so we're now on the road, and it's put us into reverse, and now it's kind of stopped, and it's just in park. And that's it, that is all that she writes for this. I'm just intrigued to see if it will do though. So again, still going forward, it's hooking, but no, again, it's going right here, and it's going up a huge curb on the right. I'm stopping. We're actually on a full curb here. We're sat on a full curb. So I'm gonna ask the car instead to reverse us back the way we came. And with that, it's gone, okay, right, I've got to stop it. That is completely going the wrong way. I'm now in a totally different car park that I've never been to before. Oddly, that my phone says that I'm not near the car, but I'm currently sat in the car. This used to be just grass by the looks of it, and we're gonna try and drive down there. Now, I did parallel park this myself, so I am slightly intrigued to see how well it gets itself out of this situation, because it is quite a tight spot. But, I mean, the car's working its way out. It's got its sensors. It knows what it needs to do. And just like that, it's come out of the parking spot, and it's starting to drive itself down. You can see that it is quite cautious. It's a little bit confused. It doesn't quite know where to go here, to be totally honest. And we're kind of coming just to a stop. So we've got a human coming. I mean, I'm intrigued to see what the car says. You can see from that, actually, the car said that the summon was complete. So it's fully happy with how it's achieved this to here. And I really don't think this is good enough. This isn't what we asked it to do. So let's try that one more time and see if it will get us forward any closer. I'm not sure if it's because it thinks that I'm out of the car and away, or what. I'm not really sure what's causing the issue here. But it is odd that I'm like just out. Warning, please monitor the surroundings. Yeah, we're doing that. Okay, here we go, starting again. Now it's doing it a bit more confidently, and we're going forward. Yeah, going forward nicely, and it's just kind of happily driving forward to where I asked it to. So, okay, that works well-ish. I actually came down here to use those electric chargers, but you can see that 2 of them have been iced, and one, there's a self-charging Toyota over there or something. So I'm amazed that that has to charge, considering they're self-charging and all of those lies that they like to say. Okay, so let's go on to, not location, we're going on to summon. So we're in a really tight car parking space here, and I want the car to reverse out and get us back onto the road. Now, one thing I have noticed actually is that we've got 1 bar of 3G, and this is unable to connect to car. Wow, reconnect, let's try it again. So again, this has got 1 bar of 4G. Aha, here we go. So now it's worked. This is gonna be intriguing. This has all changed recently, so this looks like really different to what you're seeing on here. But I need to go kind of that way, I think, over there. So considering this is totally different to what it says on the maps, let's see what the car tries to do here, and whether it can get ourselves out of this, or if it really does need the maps for this to be achieved. So I totally would have reversed the other way. Yeah, that's it. I would have done left hand down here. This is going to be quite tight for the car to do this. Okay, perfect. Let's do right hand down and all the way. It is doing it. I mean, it's just pretty slow. Okay, it's coming to a stop. And we're stopped again. We're waiting. I'm just gonna wait this one out and see what gives up first, me or the car. Yeah, I think this is where no, it indicated right for a split second. And now it's just stopped. So yeah, for some reason, again, it just doesn't seem to, like, I honestly didn't expect it to work on my Model X because it didn't work on my Model 3 very well. We're now at a junction. Now, obviously, this doesn't work on the full roads yet, but in like private cul-de-sacs like this where I live, it seems to work, so we'll give it a whirl. Now, again, it's showing here nothing because this is a brand new estate. So all I want the car to do is really kind of go down left and go down that way. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this will work. So it should indicate left out of here. There's no cars coming yet, so it's indicating left, but it's not committing to turn. There we go, it's now turning left. Whoa, you can see me like getting ready there. That's how uneasy this is. And yeah, again, that there is maximum distance reached. So it went around the corner, it did the junction, it indicated correctly. However, the 20-meter distance, you saw how quickly that just kind of ate that up and did it. So the 20-meter distance is still the biggest issue. And that's pretty much it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That is Smart Summon Hardware 2. Whether you think it's any different to Hardware 3, I actually don't. Hardware 3 was slightly more successful, maybe. Hardware 2 seemed to be pretty laughable. I was pretty amazed that it actually did it, and it's, again, a feature that currently there's no point using. AutoPilot is the only feature that is so good that I use it every day. I would use Smart Summon every day. I honestly would. I would get my car to drive itself out to the front door so I can come out the front door and get to my car, and really lazy, stupid stuff like that, that if the car did it successfully, I would totally do. But at the moment, yeah, it's not working. I also recorded for about an hour there and got maybe 5 to 10 minutes worth of footage. All the other footage I got, the car would refuse. It wouldn't do it. It disconnected. Yeah, so yeah, it's good fun. It's a great showpiece, and maybe I should do reactions to it more than showing you now what it's doing. I might do reactions to it, and I might do like a Model 3 versus Model X together, smart summoning at each other or something. Let me know. Hit the like button down below. Until next time, thank you for watching Tesla Driver. Don't forget, drive safe.